Hello everyone, in this video we will solve a JEE Mains previous year question based on the trigonometric identities. Let us carefully understand the problem and learn how to approach this type of question. This question was asked in January 2026 session. Let us get started. Let us first carefully observe the problem. In a question it is given that theta lies between pi by 2 to pi and given that cot theta value. Then ask the find the value of this expression. So we write this sine 15 theta by 2 into cos 8 theta plus sine 8 theta plus cos 15 theta by 2 times cos 8 theta minus sine 8 theta. Now we expand this, so we multiply sine by this total function and cos by this total function. So that is sine 15 theta by 2 cos 8 theta plus sine 15 theta by 2 sine 8 theta. Second is cos 15 theta by 2 cos 8 theta minus cos 15 theta by 2 sine 8 theta. So why we expand? If you carefully see, we get a formula. So when we rearrange these terms, suppose we rearrange these terms and this term, and this term also, this term gets a formula. So we write, so we rearrange the terms sine 15 theta over 2 cos 8 theta minus cos first term and last term into sine 8 theta, and second term this one, and second term and third term. First we write the third term cos 15 theta over 2 cos 8 theta plus sine 15 theta over 2 sine 8 theta. Now we use two trigonometric identity. First one is sine of a minus b formula, that is actually sine a cos b minus cos a sin b. So first one use here. Second identity we use here cos of a minus b, that is cos a cos b plus sin a sin b. This second one use second terms, that ones. So we write first one we use sine cos cos sine, that is this sine of a minus b. So that is sine of 15 theta over 2 minus 8 theta plus second term is cos of a minus b, cos of 15 theta over 2 minus 8 theta. Now we calculate these terms is equal to sine minus theta by 2 plus cos minus theta by 2, that is we LCM here and here also. So we get a minus theta by 2. Therefore sine function minus come outside, so sine theta by 2 plus cos theta by 2, because cos function vanishes the minus sign. Therefore it is cos of theta by 2 minus sine theta by 2. Now we find the value of cos theta by 2 minus theta by 2. Now it's given that cot theta is equal to minus 1 over 2 root 2. So we first convert in theta form. So now we find the value of cos of theta by 2 minus sine theta by 2 whole square. Then we square root, then we get the value of cos theta by 2 minus sine theta by 2. Therefore we write it cos square theta by 2 plus sine square theta by 2 minus 2 sine theta by 2 cos theta by 2. We expand this a minus b formula. So that is actually 1 minus 2 sine theta by 2 cos theta by 2. Therefore that is actually 1 minus sine theta. Therefore only we find the value of 1 minus sine theta. Now given that cot theta is equal to minus 1 over 2 root 2. So cot theta, that means base by perpendicular. So here base is 1 and perpendicular is 2 root 2. Now we find the hypotenuse. So hypotenuse square is equal to perpendicular square plus base square. So base is 1 and perpendicular is 2 root 2. 2 root 2 square plus 1 square, that is actually 8 plus 1, that is actually 9. This implies hypotenuse is equal to 3. So sine theta is equal to 2 root 2 over 3, and given that theta lies between pi by 2 to pi, so theta lies between pi by 2 to pi, that means that is pi by 2, that is pi. Here the sign is positive, that's why we write the positive sign here. Now theta lies between pi by 2 to pi, that means theta by 2 lies between pi by 4 less than pi by 2, that means theta lies between this range here. So when this range, sin theta by 2 greater than cos theta by 2, this imply cos theta by 2 minus sin theta by 2 is less than 0. That means our this value is negative. We find in this way such as this value is negative. So we got cos theta by 2 minus sin theta by 2 whole square is equal to 1 minus sin theta. Therefore that value is 1 minus sin theta value we got is equal to 2 root 2 over 3, that is 2 root 2 over 3, that is actually 3 minus 2 root 2 over 3, that is actually 2 plus 1 minus 2 root 2 over 3, that means this is equal to root 2 square plus 1 square minus 2 root 2 over 3, that is actually root 2 minus 1 whole square over 3, that actually cos theta by 2 minus sin theta by 2. Previously we see that this value is negative, so we choose this value here from cos theta by 2 minus sin theta by 2 in such a way that this value is negative. So root 2 value is 1.414, so we choose this value is 1 minus root 2 over root 3. So this is the answer of this question. Therefore the value of this function is 1 minus root 2 over root 3. This is the fourth option is the correct answer. So overall the questions, we expand our given expansion, then we rearrange it two terms, and we use two formula here, sine of a minus b formula and cos of a minus b formula. Using this we get our final answer, that is actually 1 minus 2 root 2 over root 3.